I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 243. Welcome. Let me check. Yes, 243. Oh, it's hard to believe. So today, in today's episode, I have two finished objects to show you and some works in progress. So let's get started, and I'll show you what I've done this week. Plus, I'll have a little chat at the end, okay? Okay, so for my finished objects, I have two. The biggest one is the Caroline the Cow. I think it's Caroline. This is a pattern by Jess Huff, and I've been working on it quite a bit lately because it is for a baby shower gift, and I needed to go ahead and get it done quickly. And so I finished her, which is great because the baby shower is this weekend, and so I'm so happy that I have it finished and ready to go. So here is Caroline the Cow. So cute. I think she was almost complete last week, except that I still had to sew on her tail, and of course I did not have her spots yet sewed on. And then of course there was lots of strings hanging everywhere because I was to readjust the parts, still sewing them on sturdily strong. So anyway, here is Caroline the Cow. Really cute. She does sit up. You have to kind of squish her, a little bit and adjust her a little bit to get her to sit up, but she will sit up. Otherwise, there you go. The way I connected her back feet or her back legs is where they will come down, or come forward to sit. Okay, and I did crochet in the arms, and I am so loving doing that. So every pattern that I'm making from now on, if I am able to crochet in the arms, I do it. So I really love that. Okay, so there you go. Caroline the Cow. So cute. Okay. So, maybe that'll be a thumbnail. I don't know. Okay, so that was finished object number one. Finished object number two is a backpack buddy. This is something I'm just using up. I still have a very, very small little ball of this pink variegated, really thin yarn that I had made a bunch of octopi out of recently. And so I still had some left. So this time I decided to make a jellyfish. So here is my jellyfish with the pink variegated yarn, and then the tentacles at the bottom there, that actually was another little bitty tiny ball that I had of some Bernat. I think it was called Jacquard, something like that. I don't know, I've had it a long time. And it's just kind of a sprinkling variegated of pink and purple and white, and there's some yellow kind of speckles in there. But I thought that was cute for the tentacles for the jellyfish. And so I did put on a clip and make it a backpack buddy. So there you go. That will go into the collection of donations that I am, gathering and collecting together to send to Amber of Ooh Ah Crochet for her yearly Garfield Make-Along, okay, for the elementary children at the school there where she lives. Okay, so that was my finished objects. So let's go on to my works in progress. Okay, so I have 4 works in progresses this time. So the first one is the Whitby blanket. This is a pattern by Lion Brand. It's free, and I will put a link below in the description box where you can find all of these patterns. Oh, the jellyfish pattern was from the friendlyredfox.com, and I will link that also below in the description box. She's got some really cute patterns. Okay, and like I said, the cow is Jess Huff, and that is free also, so I'll link that one. Okay, so the Whitby blanket. This is just a baby blanket that I've been working on. I started it because I just had some mandala cakes back there. I wanted to just work with some of them, and so I picked this one out. This is made by Lion Brand Mandala in the colorway Unicorn, and is a DK weight number 3 yarn, and so I've been working on this. It was a little bit slow in the beginning because there's quite a few rounds, like 26 rounds of solid double crochet granny, just going around, round, round, and that one was a little bit, that section right there was a little monotonous, and so it kind of slowed me down because I got tired of working on that part. But once I got through those 26 rounds, that doesn't sound like a lot of rounds, but there was a lot of stitches in there by round 26. Anyway, so when I got through that, then there's more interest in the blanket, and then so now I'm almost finished with it. I only have 2 rounds left. So let me show you my progress. Okay, I'll back up here. So this is the Whitby blanket. I don't know if you can see all of it, but there you go. So see, from the center all the way to here, okay? So all those is just a solid granny, okay? And then once you get past this row, then you have a mesh section. So let me bring it up here closer so you can see that detail. You have a mesh section, and then 2 rows of the solid again, and then another mesh section, and then see, now I've got 1 row of solid double crochets. Okay, so I have 2 more rounds to go. 1 round, I think, of the mesh, which is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and you're skipping a stitch in between there. And so I think 1 round I have to do of that all the way around, and then there's an edging, and then I'm gonna be finished with it. So I really like the way this came out. It's a good balance of colors, I think, because you started with the pink, and I went all through the colors to the gray, started with the pink again, and then the white, and then now I'm into the gray. So it'll be kind of like 2 repeats, basically, of the colors. So that's good. This is a whole cake of mandala yarn, plus I've gotten into my second one. I'm looking down here in the box. It's probably, that's where my cake is, down there on the floor in a box. It's probably 1.5 skeins, I think, something like that, and I am using an 8, I think it's an H hook that I'm using, which is 5mm. Anyway, I love it. It's really soft, and it's nice and drapey. It's a really nice pattern. It's just this section right here with all those double crochets is kind of, it's kind of old after a while. But I'm very happy with the way it turns out. This is the second one I've actually done. The first one I did with cupcake yarn, which is also like the mandala, but it's a different colorway. And I think that I did it in pot of gold, and I think that actually had more colors, more color changes in that cake, and so it didn't seem like it. I enjoyed it better with that one than I did with the mandala. I mean, I love the way it looks. It's so pretty, but it's just the fact that you stay with one color basically for quite a while, and so that kind of adds to the monotony of doing, the same stitch over and over, I think. Oh, for me. Anyway, I will link that below in the description box. And so next week, this should be a finished object. And this will be the first addition to my baby blanket stash, because I do not have a recipient that I have in mind that this is going to be going to right now. So that's good. I mean, I can just put it in my stash to build up, a collection of baby blankets. The baby that the cow is going to is going to be a boy. So, there you go. I was going to do a blanket. In fact, I started the Sober Granny blanket from Krista of the Secret Yarnery, and I got about so much done, I guess. And then I just stopped because I was working on so many other things, and so the baby gift is just going to be the stuffed cow. So anyway, that's fine. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so works in progress. Let's see, going on. Number 2, now that I have the cow finished, I started on the Winnie the Pooh. These are some upcoming, I think I told you before, I think a couple episodes back, that the woman that I made the Pooh blanket and the Eeyore for, she loved them, and so she asked me, can you make more of the characters? And so she wanted me to make Pooh and Piglet and Tigger, And so, but about the same size as that Eeyore, which was about, I didn't measure him, I don't know, about 9 inches something. It wasn't real big. And so I went on Etsy. I found a designer, and the designer, I can tell you the designer's name in my record book here. It is Melanie Koo Amigurumi is what it's called, and I'll link it below in the description box. Now these are paid for patterns because I got them off of Etsy, but so far I'm really enjoying the patterns, and it's turning, you know, I like the design. Okay, so I'm started on the Pooh first, and so I am using a 3.5 millimeter, which is an E-hook, and let me show you how much I've done so far. Oh, and I'm using DK weight yarn, just like I did for the Eeyore, okay, because I want to try to get them similar size. So here is Pooh so far. This is, let's see, this is the front, because in the front he has a little bit of a tummy there, okay, and so I crocheted his arms in on the top of there, I mean at the last round of the body, just like I did the cow. And so I have his arms. See, he has little thumbs. Isn't that cute? And so there's the body and the arms. Okay, so I've made that, and I also went ahead and made the muzzle. And when I made the muzzle, I went ahead and stitched his nose in, you know, with just DK weight black yarn, and I just kind of made a triangle, and then I just kind of did like a satin stitch to fill in that triangle shape to make the nose. See? And so there you go. Haven't made his head yet, so I got to make his head and his legs and ears, of course, and then his shirt. But I do have all the things I needed for that in my box here, my project box. I am using Premier Basic DK. Okay, this is the same yarn that I used for Pooh in the blanket that I made, and it is the colorway Daffodil. Isn't that pretty? So that is a DK weight Premier DK Basic DK is what it's called. Okay, and then I'm using Premier DK, no, and this is anti-pilling, but it's Premier Everyday DK. That's the black, just for the eyes also. I don't think I'm going to use safety eyes. I'm going to crochet, you know, black circles and then put a little white stitch. Well, I don't know. I might put a little white stitch in there, like a twinkle in the eye. I don't know for sure yet. But I'm not going to use safety eyes because it's going for a baby. And the Eeyore didn't have safety eyes. It actually, I just stitched on an eye like his eyes were closed, like he was asleep. And so that's how I did that. Okay, and then so I had to get red. This is, I love this yarn, sport weight, okay, but the weight is the same as the DK, okay, and it is, let's see, it's this colorway red. So that is going to be for his shirt. So I've got it all pulled out, the colors that I needed, in my little whip boxes that I showed in my room tour video. I hope everybody checked that out, and thank you so much for the sweet comments of those that like the way I have my room set up. So anyway, that's the yarns I'm using for Pooh. And then for Piglet, I've got a couple of shades of pink back there. It's going to be all the DK weight yarns, okay, and for the Tigger as well. Okay, so that is my my progress on the Pooh, okay? And let's see, I told you, yes, Melanie Koo Amigurumi is the name of the designer. I will link it below. It is a paid-for pattern, though. Okay, let's see, next works in progress is the Jada in Stitches calendar blanket for 2022. She's doing a Tunisian project this time. I did finish January's square. And let me show you that again. I know I've shown it to you before, but the yarn that I'm using is a Premier Sweet Roll yarn, and it's in the colorway Pixie Pop. And so for the first square, it just got into 2 of the colors, so it's like a self-striping, you know, but it's got long sections of color. And so that is the first square. This was the Tunisian Simple Stitch, so I got that one finished. And then the first, let me show you the yarn for that. It's this one right here, okay? And the square barely turned into the blue, so the blue would be coming in next into the next square when I use this. So it's Premier Sweet Roll in the colorway Pixie Pop, yeah. And this is a worsted weight yarn, okay. Okay, so what I decided to do is every other square, because it'll be a square per month for the whole entire year, so 12 squares, okay. And so every other square I'm going to do the Pixie Pop, okay, and then the every other square, alternating, I'm going to be using this Red Heart Super Saver in gold, because I thought that those were a good color combination and kind of in the same family of, what is that, hue colors or shade, I don't know. Anyway, so since I'm working on February square now, oh, and I'm bordering each square in this Red Heart Simply Saver in this red color that I don't know what it's called because I don't have the label. Okay. So anyway, so I'm working on February square now, and this is what I've gotten so far. And of course, if you've done Tunisian, you know that before you block it, it rolls up just like a burrito when you're working on it. So I will try to stretch it out here as well as I can to show you the stitch. It's a very cool stitch. It's very similar to the Tunisian simple stitch. I can't remember what she called it. Maybe block stitch or something. I can't remember, but it's Jada's February square, and I will link below in the description box probably the introductory video that Jada did that talks about this crochet along, okay, but this is actually the February, which is square number 2, okay. So there is the texture on how this one comes out. Isn't that cool? And this Tunisian stitch, it makes a really nice, thicker, squishy fabric or material. So it would be really nice for, I think it'll be really warm. Which, for here in Texas, it'll stay really nice because I won't use it real often because it don't get cold, but just a little bit. So anyway, there you go. It's really fun though. I'm enjoying learning these new stitches. Before, the only Tunisian stitch really that I have ever done is the simple stitch, which was last month's square. Okay, so there is what I've done so far. I think I've gotten about 12 or 13 rows or something, and I need to do like 32 rows to finish the square. So there you go. Jada puts out, maybe I just mentioned it, I'll say it again. She puts out this new square tutorial the first Friday of each month. So I have between now and the first Friday of March to get the second square finished. Okay. So that is works in progress number 3. Yes, okay, so one more works in progress. I got a new Feel Better Friends assignment, and so this one is going to be for a little boy. He's 5 years old, and he does have a heart condition. He had to have open heart surgery, so I do have to include a scar on the chest for I'll put it on the doll, but that's it. There's no other things that I have to make extra to put on the doll, okay? They requested a light color, skin color, and so I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Aran, or Aran, A-R-A-N, okay? This was so generously gifted to me by Jonna, who is Stitchery 101, I believe that's her channel name. Thank you, Jonna. I really appreciate you sending me the gift package of the yarn. Okay, so I've got the arms done so far, and then his ears. I was just kind of picking little pieces to do as I was sitting there watching YouTube videos. And so I got the arms done. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is the legs, but I'm going to do it where you start with his favorite color is blue, and so I'm going to start with blue to do the shoe, the bottom part of the foot. It looks like a shoe, like the shoes on it, a part of it, and so I will do that and then change back to the Aran color for his legs, and more than likely I will do shorts for him. So I mean, I will do it and then put underwear on it, on the little boy, and then the doll, and then I will make shorts. That's usually what I've been doing for the little boy dolls I've been making. And then now the little boy likes blue, and so I'm going to do blue shoes, probably a dark navy or something, blue shoes. And then I have some blue back there that kind of looks like denim. I did that for the doll that had the red braids. And so I made that for her skirt, I think, was that color. It looks like denim, sorta-ish. And so I'll probably make that for his pants, maybe. I don't know. He likes blue. And he likes Paw Patrol. And so I went on Etsy and got an embroidered sew-on patch you know, I think that's what they call, right? Or badge, like a applique badge thing. And I'm going to sew it onto the shirt, and it is I was looking for one. I have to have one no more than about 2 inches, you know, either direction. Less than 2 inches is even better to fit on, because the dolls are pretty slim. But I found one that I think is going to be a good size. I ordered it, and it's on its way. And it's the logo for Paw Patrol. It's a cartoon that's got dogs, little puppies. And so I'm going to sew that on the shirt. So I haven't decided what color I'm going to do the shirt yet, because I think the badge is outlined in blue, I think. And so I don't know what color I'll do the shirt. I might just make it white. No, probably not, because since the skin color is so light, I probably won't do white. Oop, I will probably, I don't know for sure. Maybe I'll give him a yellow shirt. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so he is getting started. Oh, and the color of his hair, he's got light, he's not really blonde, but he's very light brown. So I think what I'm going to use is maybe warm brown. I think that's what it's called, Red Heart Super Saver. Or buff. No, I think I decided maybe I would use buff for his hair, because he's kind of almost a blonde. So anyway, now I got to figure out how to make his hair. So a little boy's hair to me is hard, unless you're just going to do a wig cap and stick it on there and that's it. But I do like it to have some sort of texture to it. Not texture to it. Or strands, you know? I don't know. It is a learning process, all these different hairstyles for these children, but I enjoy it. So that's all my works in progress. Going on to upcoming, the vote is still on for the next project that I'm doing for the Stitch Your Library. That was my magnet. I closed my notebook up there. Yes, for the Stitch Your Library, this upcoming Wednesday will be the next episode for that, and so we will find out who the winner is as far as which project will be the next one that I will be making. So I'm still tallying the votes. There's still time to vote. And so the way you vote is you go to that particular video. I'll link it below in the description box. It's a Stitch Your Library number 11, I think. I'll put it below. And so you go there and you can see the 3 projects that I present, and then in the comments of that video you vote on which project you want me to do next, okay? Okay, so this upcoming Wednesday, I will have the final tally of the voting, and then I will let you know what project I will be doing, and I will already have the stuff picked out for it, and we'll go from there, okay? Okay, so that is upcoming. And of course, this is a new month, so I need to start making preemie hats again. I have one. I think the next preemie hat I'm going to be making, I need to get started on it. I'll have it for next week, is a little pig hat. It's real cute. I think that's what I'm going to do next. I need to pick out some pink back there. But anyway, so that is upcoming. Okay, so what else is upcoming? Okay, well, time for a little chat. Okay, so I have decided that I am to the point where I feel like I need to make a decision, or I need not to make a decision. Well, I made a decision, but I need to do something about my weight, because my weight is continually climbing and I'm outgrowing my clothes and I don't like it, and I don't like the way I feel. Getting harder to get around. That's just not acceptable, especially since I have a sweet little grandbaby that I want to be able to get down in the floor with and play with, and right now I'm not real certain that I can get up if I got down there to play with him, or not very well anyway. So now I cannot show you a picture of my grandbaby because I don't have permission, just because security's sake. My son and daughter-in-law, they don't want me to share a picture of him, but I think it would be okay if I share this. So listen. 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 Oh, isn't that the sweetest thing? That is the sweetest thing. He loves to do that little squeal at the end. It's so cute. Anyway, I want to be able to get around and to play with that little man because he is so cute, and every time I see him he can do something new. He can clap his hands now. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. In fact, I'm going to be babysitting him in a couple hours for a little while. So I'm so excited that he's coming over to visit, and he's going to come over and play with his Mimi. I am Mimi to him, and my hubby, which is his grandpa. So, yeah, I want to be able to get around with him a little bit better. I mean, I've never been an athlete. I'm not going to go out and run, but I would at least like to be able to get down on the floor and be able to get back up again and play cars with him and stuff like that. So, what I have decided to do, now I am older. I'm 56 years old, so I am menopause age, okay? And so the metabolism, everything slows way down. You don't need as much food, which is a real bummer because you think you'd be able to get rewarded after living your life, and you should be able to eat more and not have to pay for it. But it don't work that way. And so what I have decided to do, I've tried just about everything, and really I don't eat bad. Not really. I mean, every once in a while, yeah. But my main problem, I think, in this point in my life is portion control. So what I have decided to do is I have already done it, but I haven't gotten the stuff yet. But I'm going to do Nutrisystem for a while. I really think I need something to limit my portions and just get myself used to eating smaller amounts. And I think I'm going to do that for a few months and see how I do with it. And so anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So what I was thinking of doing, because I love watching videos like this, so when I get my shipment of my food, I'm going to do an unboxing, show you what the food looks like, and then we'll go from there. You know, I don't know how many people will be interested. I know this is a yarn channel, but I do consider you my friends, and I enjoy interacting with you all and sharing my journey of things, and kind of have somebody to talk to about this stuff. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'll do an unboxing, and then that's it. And then unless there's like this huge interest. But I think what I'm going to do is, I've always wanted to do crochet and chats. They just look like they're so much fun to be able to, and I love to watch them. I'll just listen to people talk about what they're doing, and they're crocheting, and I'm crocheting with them, and it's just fun. I think it's fun. So I thought I would just do, maybe try doing that and see how it works, and crochet and chat, and have like a update on how the food situation is going, you know, giving my update with that, and then that's it. Because I know this is a crochet channel, and I know that you're not here for diet, you're here for crochet. So we'll see. Comment below in the description box what you think about it. If not, I'll do the unboxing, and then I don't know, we'll just see. But in the title of the video, it'll have what the video is going to be about. So that way, if you don't want to watch it, you can skip it and go on to the crochet one. Okay. So that was real scary putting that out there, but I did it. Okay, so everybody, thanks for sticking around and listening to my chat. This is probably a long video, so I'm going to get off now, and like I said, I need to prepare for my grandbaby coming, so in just a little bit. So I'm going to go. Everybody have a wonderful day, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much to the new subscribers. I thank you so much. I'm over 16,000 now. Woohoo! I'm just so excited and so just blown away that anybody want to be watching my videos, and I just love all you guys. You're just like I said, you're my friends, you're my family, and I really enjoy speaking to you, so in interacting. So thanks you all for all the wonderful comments. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.